Charlie. We're going to be talking about some of his defense, some things he can do a little bit better, and then we're also going to be talking about his offense and how he can see open space and make moves towards it. So here we'll start with the disc being starting in the center of the field. The force is going to be away, so it's going to be flicks, and we're going to watch Charlie guard the 5 in the stack. UTSA likes to cut from the back of the stack, and we'll see Charlie position under his person and trying to take away what seems to be the strong space, the strong side on the further from the camera. So this is a good position. The guy has to go through Charlie to get into that strong space, but the thrower and the cutter both see that there is not a mark, so they're going to choose to exploit this and cut towards the break side. Remember that Charlie's deny is the strong space, which is directly in front of this thrower, and his contest is this break space over here. So Charlie does a good job at switching his hips and running towards trying to contest it, making this throw as tight as it can be. Charlie does a good job at looking at the disc and seeing the cutter at the same time. Whenever you can see both the cutter and the disc at the same time, it's a really good spot to be. And you can see he's gaining ground, and he's thinking right now if he wants to continue to run through and get the D or to seal. And I think this is an important learning moment right here. If we're going to draw this out, the cutter is going down and Charlie is trailing down. The throw is about to go off, and Charlie needs to have a decision. He has a decision to make. If the guy is right here and Charlie's here and he sees that throw is about to go off, Charlie has two paths. He could either continue to get the D, or he could go out wide and seal to prevent further bleeding. He needs to recognize that if he chooses option 1 and he misses, then this guy has the disc on the break side with no mark, and it's really bad. So I would say that you have to be certain that you're going to get this D if you want to do that. Otherwise, it's better to live to fight another day and go around to seal. So let's see what Charlie chooses. Throw goes up. Charlie's kind of close, but the throw is fast and good. And now Charlie is in a tough position. Better throwers would be able to kind of step down and then throw. Here's a window right here. Here's another window right here. But it's tight. Royce is tight on his person, and this is looked off. Then Charlie recognizes, but I feel like this is an overcorrection now. So now if we look at it, if we look at the scenario, we have Charlie on the sideline. He kind of goes for it, but then doesn't. So now he's here, leaving an open throw. And then once that throw gets looked off, then he overcorrects, and now he's not taking away much. So I would like Charlie to be more flat here. We'll notice that even though this reset goes off, it's tight, but if the player wanted to throw towards the center of the field, they could, because Charlie's mark isn't taking away very much. Okay. We'll move forward to here in the stack. Charlie is the third in the stack. We know that UTSA cuts from the back, and the body language of his cutter is very relaxed. Hands on hips, flat-footed. Charlie is doing the same thing because really there's no threat yet, but I think there's even better we could do here. Charlie can put his hand on the person and look around. Look around, see the play. Staring at him doesn't really help, so putting the hand on the person, that way Charlie knows if they leave, he's going to feel that pressure leave, and he can also see where the disc is moving and see if there's another play. So that's like a small little thing that I think the better players do. Lastly, we're going to go up to here, this play. We have Charlie on the right, and our system here is, if we have the disc here on the sideline, we're going to have a clear and then a cut deep. Charlie is able to do the next level of that, where he clears, and then he realizes that after this player gets out of the way, he now has all of this strong space to cut to. Especially if the defender is under him, Charlie can just run deep. Even on a flick force, this throw is nice and easy to make over top. And I think this is the next level of our offense. So we can watch here. Charlie's over here on our right screen. He's looking at the disc. He sees Jake get power position, so he knows Jake can throw. Jake is empowered to throw further down the field. Cuts under. The timing's not there, but he keeps watching. And then look at all the space Charlie has to run to now. And the defender's hips are the wrong way, and he's on a back foot. This is really good instincts, and I would like that Charlie's seeing this open space, and he gets a score. Was this throw tight? Yes, but we need to work on the throw. But the timing and the instincts are there, and I think this is definitely something we want to do in the spring. In the spring, I want it to look more like this, where we have the throw right here, and then this is our pseudo Charlie. Charlie clears. Nothing there. But then we'll notice how this guy's trailing, and then now he has all of this space to run to. And then we'll get our throwers powered up to make these nice shots. You'll notice how I don't mind the rounded cut here because he's keeping his speed and he's attacking the strong space. He knows that this initial throw isn't coming. As soon as he doesn't, he's cleared around his cut. And as long as he's burning his guy, I'm not going to get mad at you for scoring. So, to recap, Charlie, some things you can do better are you can decide whether you want to seal or get that D, and you can put your hand on your person to make sure and look around the field. And then lastly, continue to develop your game sense of attacking strong spaces with the space you cleared.